Pacific Northwest in the city of Seattle. Welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, Chase McLaughlin, set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Yeah, and he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, Scott.
One shot, and it is caught by Horton. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Let's go now.
Milrow. Intercepted on the second play of the game. That's the linebacker, Chris Barr.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
McMillan comes in motion. Here's Baker to begin with a pass. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2nd and 5.
Hey, 133.
They send Godwin in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
3rd down and 3. They send Godwin in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Picked off by their rookie 2nd rounder. And the Seahawks are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go. Set, hey. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Now backwards to the 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Ready.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Milrow from his own end zone. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jack pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Okay, third down, they need 5.
60 Maverick. Get it? Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 18, Pioneer.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. This one, up top for Dobbs. He's inside the 40, to the 20. And he will take this one in. 92 yards. Touchdown, Seattle.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. DeMarcus Lawrence, they're on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now Mayfield. He's got a man. That's McMillan. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Regular.
McMillan, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
Hey, alert!
Here's a run. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready, ready. Come on, Cougar 19. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now Milroe on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
From the 25, here's second down and a yard.
Tag. Ready.
That one incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Check, hurt, 19, Charger, 19.
On third and 1, it's Milroe. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And now it's fourth down. So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. This one, fielded, that's beyond the 25. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball.
King. Set. 180. Regular.
They send Godwin in motion.
What's up?
On first down is Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving. Down the sideline. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A huge play there on the screen pass. An even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
180! Stop!
Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
180! Pistol. Run. Real. What's that?
Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Set. 20. Alert. Pistol. Hey, alert.
It's Otten in motion.
Stop.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Baker going to tap this one forward, and he'll take it on in. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Tampa. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bucs will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Seahawks 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Ready? No. 18 Cardinal. Go street.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Made at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Ready, break. Dragon 60. Panther 60. Check. 79 Broncos. '60 Bobcat. Ready, rap.
Out of the gun. It's Milrow. He's going to let this one go deep. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 45 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Check smash. Check smash. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Here's Milrow to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
Go.
Charbonnet. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Walker. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
They keep it on the ground twice, Mike, and they have no success. So now if you're the play caller, that starts creeping into your head. Do you have confidence in a 3rd attempt, or now do you try to change it up and go play action and put the ball in the air?
So they've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they break through here on 3rd and goal? And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jalen Milrow. Touchdown Seahawks. At his 2nd touchdown tonight. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
That's Ibuka in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. It's Otten in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield going for it all. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. Like, he just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Deputy! Hawk Deputy!
Now Milrow. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Get it! Viking, 18! Viking!
Here's Walker. And he'll count nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
3rd down, 3 to go.
Tag! Cougar 19! Ready.
From the gun, it's Milrow. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
27 yards.
They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the ready.
1st and 10. The run up the middle. It's Walker. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready! Hurt! Cowboy 80! Cup 19! Cup 19! Dragon 60! 79 Broncos!
Now it's Milrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Ready, set!
3rd down and 9.
70 Rangers! Let's go now! Panther 60! 18 Rattler! 18 Rattler!
Milrow. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Romeo dive. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this guy.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
McMillan comes in motion. Now Mayfield. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On second down, Baker. That one's hauled in aside by McMillan. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Open man downfield, that's Godwin. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line, and that's where the offense will take the field. Mayfield to throw. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Hey, alert 33. Good. 180.
That's Ibuka in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
It's Otten in motion. Second down throw from Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll swing this out wide to Irving. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's first down for Tampa Bay.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They send Godwin in motion. On first down is Mayfield. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Kings! 20!
It's Otten in motion. To throw is Mayfield. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10.
180! What's that?
Throwing is Baker. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Chris Godwin, touchdown Buccaneers.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Gibson now on the return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Panther 11. Stephanie. 18 Cardinal. Go.
They'll throw on first down with Milrow. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked by Benjamin Morrison.
Look, I think anytime, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
McMillan, the man in motion.
Stop.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Now, screen set up for Irving. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Mayfield. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That is caught. He through. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Throwing is Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, you have an answer for this guy?
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Second and 6.
Set.
Right back to Irving. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Set. 20. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Alert, 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 alert. Stop.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Gibson now on the return. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Get up.
On first down, it's Milroe. He'll get this out wide. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7.
Go.
Here's a handoff to Walker. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and you can generate the...
Oh, no chance there. Over a heavy rush, he goes down. Vita Vea in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Ready. Like Attacking, 18. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 6. Ready.
Out of the gun. It's Milrow. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession.
They'll take over first and 10.
It was really a disappointing performance. I'm a little surprised, Mike, that he continues to put the ball in danger this often. I mean, to make a couple mistakes early on, that happens, but at some point you got to make a correction, and until he does, this defense just continues to make him pay.
That's Ibuka in motion. A give. This is Irving. He's got room to the 45. And he'll be taken down. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
A gain of 14. And the Buccaneer first down.
We're going to put a man in motion to the right. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. McMillan comes in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down. It's Otten in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. Quick slant into the hands of Ibuka. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Looking for Ibuka. He's got it again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock.
Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
That's Ibuka in motion.
Scott.
Baker to throw. Get this complete right side to Otten. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On the handoff, it's Irving. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to throw yourself back in it.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Milrow on first down. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Zion McCollum. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
To throw is Mayfield. That is caught free. To the goal line is in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Buccaneers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Buffalo 18. Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now Milrow on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Brings up 2nd and 13
Three.
at the 20-yard
Mustang
line.
19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
From the gun, it's Milrow. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
3rd and long.
Warrior 70. Ready, ready, ready.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. He's got a man. That's Horton. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one. And he's got his team a first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They run with Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6.
39-yard line.
Here's Milrow to throw. sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
3rd and 6.
70 Lions. Check. 19 Lions.
Now it's Milrow. Now he'll air one out. That's hard. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 40. That's good for the Seahawks. First down.
60 Bobcats.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard
On 1st and 10, it's Milrow. Split and jig the left side is Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. McMillan, the man in motion. On the RPO, that's out to McMillan. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
McMillan comes in motion. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. McMillan, the man in motion. On the ground, it's Irving. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackles behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
It's Otten in motion. They'll drop to throw. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. So, on 4th down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. Xavier Gibson, the Week 1 hero back in 2023, deep to return. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And it's fourth down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. Xavier Gibson deep to return. And we will not have a return. This one hits in the field of play and bounces out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10.
Street. Hawk. Panther 11. 60 Maverick. Warriors 70.
Milrow. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. Clock is stopped. 55 seconds remaining here in the game. Now on 2nd and long.
Here we go. 70 Lions. 18 Pioneer. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Throwing is Milrow. He's going to take a shot down the field. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often like that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulders for their position. This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody really uncovers downfield, forces him to make a difficult throw, and falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Baker. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt.
38-yard attempt.
So, a win here for the visiting Bucs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.